Welcome to Road Solver Tutorials. In this tutorial, we will discuss about template creation, basics of template creations. Now, first we are going to see what are the types of template in Road Solver which we are using. What are the types of Road Solver? First one is Earthwork template, which is calculated for earthwork levels, that is road levels, which is calculated for cut and fill. After that, pavement volume template. This will be used for the volume calculation of the pavement layers like bituminous wearing course, base course and subgrade and aggregate, like that. Then third one, it is a pavement layer templates. These templates which we are using for calculate the levels for the layout surveying purpose, which is calculated the levels of pavement surface and embankment, something like that. Now the earthwork template. Now this is a panel which we are using in the road solver, the earthwork model. So first one, it is a layer selection. From this one you can select as a earthwork volume or earthwork pavement volume and pavement layer. Then after that, the point creation panel. Then third one, this is a side slope which is used for the earthworks, and then graphical view. The last one, it is a template points, which is input table, which is created the points which is showing in the table. The next one, the pavement volume template. This will be same like previous one. So same, that is a layer selection. After that, it is a input point, the points, then graphical, then after that template point input panel. Then the finally pavement layer template, which is showing same like that, layer selection, which is a point input panel for the points, then graphical view, then finally that is template point input table. Now, what are the points which is we are using in the templates in road solver? The first one, it is a PGL point, that is we write it as a 0. The second one, it is a real points. The real points which is noted by real numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. This is the points which we are using for the calculations directly to the cross sections and everything. This then additional point, that is dummy points. This is for the required any point need calculation purpose, which is used for the dummy points, that is noted as -1, -2, -3, -4, like that. These points will not be stored in the database, which is created only in the real point only required for the calculation. So that will be only storing in the database. Now we will see the method of point creation. How it is calculated the point. So first one, the PGL. PGL always coming from the road center line. So just we will give only the distance, just only give the distance only. That will be enough for the PGL creation. It should be go right side, it will be positive numbers, in left side is negative numbers. So if it is in the center, so you can use it as a 0. The second one, there is a reference point, that will be PGL or dummy or real, anything you can use. Then new point will be dummy or real. So first case, it is a distance and a height, which is using for the reference number. It will be number 2, new number is 2, the reference number 1, the distance is 10.5, that is a slope, which is we are using for the distance and slope. After that, distance and height, that will be distance 10.5, then height it will be -0.5, that means the point will be going down. This is a two type of creation, point creation. Then another type, it is from 2 reference point you can get it new point, that will be 2 reference point numbers and only using for the slope 1 and slope 2. In this method you have to use in the distance as a 0. So that based on this one, it will be calculated the new point. Now we will see method of creation, that is how it will be created the point. The first case, this is a reference point which is coming from the distance and height. So the distance, if you go right direction, that will be value will be positive. If you go left direction, the value will be negative. Same like that in the height, if you want to go up, that will be positive. If you go direction down, that will be negative. This is a one method. Another one, case 2, this is the same like that. Height will be minus. Okay, then next point creation, distance and slope. This, it will be give this distance. If it go right side is positive, left side is negative. Then same like the slope, which is go down, that will be negative, and then if you go up, it will be positive. The final method, that is case 4, this is two reference point, which is slope 1 and slope 2. You have to put in the reference point 1 and the reference point new point 1 and reference point minus 1. This distance will be 0. After that the slope, then again reference point 2, then reference to the slope. Then you have to mention which is going right side or left side. This is a method which is using for the two reference point calculations. Now major hints required for the template creation. PGL should be first point of the template. Always this PGL should be the first point. Then after that, new point reference from the PGL point, dummy point or real point. The second creation of the new point should be coming from the PGL only. So that will be dummy number or real number. New point creation by any type of the following. First, distance and slope, or distance and height, and two slope and direction. Third one, horizontally, if you want to move, distance and height should be 0. Then right move, it will be distance to be positive, left move, the distance to be negative. In vertical move, that will be distance should be 0 and height will be number. That up move, height to be positive, and down move, height to be negative. This is a major things to create the templates.